I wanted to take a moment and share a few thoughts from my heart about my pastor and the man that we all love, Pastor Nick. And first of all, I'm incredibly sad not to be with you in person, celebrating the life of a hero to all of us, but my family had commitments that kept us from being here. I was honored to do what was the most difficult graveside of my life in ministry, to bury the man that I loved and looked up to with all of my heart. And at that time, I shared 3 thoughts with the family and very close friends that I want to share with you. I didn't know, how do you do a funeral message for a man that you admire and is a hero beyond measure? And so I thought to myself, what advice would my pastor give me? And as the one who served with Nick for years and years and learned as much from him as anyone, I thought Nick would tell me 3 things. Number 1, he'd say, Craiger, because he always called me Craiger, he'd say, whatever you do, make it personal. Don't you be boring. Don't you just do some kind of rote funeral. You make it personal. And so I want to make this moment personal and just say, I loved Nick, like not just a hero, not just a pastor, but like a spiritual father to me. And I wrote down a few things that he taught me. One was, don't wear cheap shoes. And so I bought a pair of brand new dress shoes to do his graveside in because I want to honor Nick. Don't wear cheap shoes. He taught me to illustrate the Bible with the Bible. No one preached like Pastor. And he taught me, anytime you use the Bible to illustrate the Bible. And then he told me, if this hurts, don't do it. If this hurts, stop. And Nick would have said, Craiger, make it personal. The second thing that Nick would have said is he would have said, make it fun. Make it fun. There's a rule. If you're going to come to church, you're going to have fun. And he actually did tell me years ago, he said, Craiger, I want you to do my funeral. And you got to make me one promise. He said, make it fun. Don't let it be boring. And then you can visualize Nick saying this. He said, tell him, don't you cry, because Pastor Nick is not there. He's in heaven and he's rejoicing and he's having a better day than any of you, so you better worship, you better have fun, or you can't come back. Nick would have told me, make it personal, make it fun, and then he would have said, point them to Jesus, because everything about my pastor's life pointed people to Jesus. And I remember him preaching, I am crucified with Christ, nevertheless I live. Yet it's no longer I who lives, but it's Christ who lives within me. My pastor taught me about relational grace. He taught me about the goodness of God. He taught me about Jesus. And that's why today, it's with sadness in my heart, but a smile on my face, I say I thank my God that I've never been more confident that my pastor is healed, whole, and in the presence of God. In fact, Paul Jr. in heaven right now, he's probably preaching a message and the angels are listening, because nobody preached like my pastor. And so today, I express my love for all of you as we celebrate the life of a general of the faith, a hero of the faith, a great man of God, a dad, a friend, a pastor, a hero, great-granddad, my spiritual father, Pastor Nick. Nick, I love you and honor you with all of my heart, and I thank God for you. And everybody there, you got to have fun, or you can't come back.